Hey there, carnivore friends. James Hester here again. I told you in my first video on day one that this first week I may have, a few extra videos because there's just so much that I need to share here in the beginning as I begin this carnivore challenge. Yesterday I shared with you my most recent lab work from my doctors and went over it so that you can see my before carnivore, and then in 90 days, on March 31st, when this first 90-day challenge is over, I'm going to get those lab works done again so that it's kind of like a test. We'll be able to see what the carnivore diet can do for some of these illnesses. Today I'm going to go over my medication list. I haven't given that to you yet. And so I think I told you also in my first video that I had to take 4 different medications for my blood pressure. It really is a pretty stubborn blood pressure. And like every once in a while, I'll miss a dose or miss a whole day. I mean, things just happen. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes we'll go somewhere and I'll forget to take it with me. And I can see a huge difference with it, and I have had some really dangerously high blood pressures in the past. So they've got me on losartan. That's 100 milligrams every day. Metoprolol tartrate, I take 50 milligrams twice a day. And clonidine, I take 0.1 milligrams, and that's also twice a day. And then chlorthalidone is 25 milligrams every morning. And I believe that's like a water pill diuretic to help keep excess fluid off of my body. For my type 2 diabetes, they've got me taking a Humalog. That's an insulin pen that I use, and I use 10 units before each meal. So every time I eat, I have to inject that into my stomach. Levemir, I take. That's a slow-acting insulin, and I take 20 units twice a day. In the morning, and then usually, in the early evening, I'll give myself a second injection of that. And then they've got me on another daily injection. It's not really an insulin, but it's supposed to help the pancreas just work properly. It's supposed to make it function better, and that's called Victoza. And I take 1.2 milligrams daily for that. So I'm really hoping that, I hope to see progress all along. It would tickle me to death, in 30 days to be able to maybe some of these blood pressure medications that I'm taking twice a day, maybe I'll only have to take them once a day. I mean, that would be a win. And you know what? Just little wins along the way that they can really help motivate and keep you going. So, I'll take anything at this point. But I do want to say, this is going to be a short video because that's all I wanted to really go over was the medications. But I just wanted to report on how the day went today, because for the first time in over a year and probably longer than that, and I know this is something people take for granted, but this was a big deal for me. Today, I was able to use the stairs at church. When we went to church today, our Sunday school class is on the 2nd floor, and I always take the elevator because, my knees and there's just always so much inflammation and so much pain in my knees and hips and lower back that I just haven't been able to go up and down stairs. And today I went up and down the stairs with ease. My wife was amazed. And she was like, wow, look at you. And that might sound like a little thing, but sometimes all it takes is a little thing to make you look forward to finding out what the next improvement you're going to see. I also noticed today driving to church. I was driving and I don't know, I was just looking, everything was just more clear. And comment down below if that's ever happened to you, because it was just, it was like all the colors were more vivid, and my brain was more clear, and it was just, and I've just been full of energy today, and I haven't seen that in a long time. I'm a very low energy person, and so that was a big thing today. But maybe the most exciting thing was this morning when I got up and I stepped on the scale. On the first day, I told you that I stepped on the scale that morning. I was 224. Now we're only into day 7. You know, at the end of the day, it'll be be finished with my first week. So not quite finished with the first week yet. And this morning when I got up, I was already down 6 pounds. I weighed 218 instead of 224. So, hey, I'll take that too. Another little win, but it goes a long way. And so I look forward to seeing what this 90-day challenge does. And I do, because I'm already seeing some improvements. I really feel like at the end of this 90 days, you're gonna see a brand new me. And I hope you go along for the ride to witness this. There's a lot of videos out there, a lot of carnivore channels, where they just talk about what carnivore did, for them. And you're like, well, did it really? You get to see me from day 1. You get to see my beginning labs. I'm going to go over after this week is complete. I will, show you, my blood pressures and blood sugars for week 1. And I know those are going to improve because they always do. Even in the past when I was just doing different keto and ketovore diets, my blood pressures and blood sugars just over time just significantly got better. Sometimes it takes a little bit because, I think some of that sugar builds up in your system. And so those blood sugars don't come down overnight. One good meal or one good week of meals doesn't bring you down to normal blood sugars. It takes a little bit. But I do think that we will, over the coming weeks, we will see significant improvements in that too. So it's going to be a good journey. Click like, click subscribe so that you can see my updates along the way. And if you know anybody that has similar health problems to me, share this channel with them and tell them about it. And maybe you or someone that want to go along this journey with me, and we can hold each other accountable. Hey, that's all I've got for tonight. So again, thank you for watching my videos. It truly means a lot to me, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Bye-bye.